My name's Sophie Fleming. I'm an anaplastologist and I've been working in the field of prosthetics for over 20 years, and I provide facial prosthetic rehabilitation for people that have lost parts of their face or have a changed part of their face because of illness such as cancer or trauma or birth. We focus on outside the mouth, so we're working on very aesthetically matched facial prostheses. The prostheses in this area are noses, eyes, we often do ears, fingers, toes, scar divots, and we may include things like eyelashes and eyebrows and all the freckles and irregularities that you might see in the skin. There are a number of different ways that a prosthesis can be held on. They're not permanent attachments, so they are taken on and off every day. And the three types are spectacle retained, which is a very old-fashioned method, but it's still being utilised for any number of purposes because it's a person that's not very dexterous or it needs to be taken on and off very quickly. It's a simple and still well-used method. Adhesive retained prostheses is the other very common method, and that's where some medical adhesive is used to actually glue that prosthesis to the skin, which sounds a little bit strange, but is still really functional for people. The other method, which is considered the ideal method, but isn't available for all people because of financial reasons or because their bone quality may not be suitable, is to have bone-anchored implants. So that's when some implants are placed into the bone and the prostheses can just be a snap-on, snap-off type prostheses. It's a really easy way for that person to wear a prosthesis and is used really commonly throughout the world. So are you ready for your new nose manufacture?
Yeah, looking forward to it actually.
Okay, I'll just take these off and have a look how it's going. We've seen Ron here today over a period of days to make his prostheses. Throughout that time he's been in for a number of appointments, which is the normal process for making a prosthesis. We took an impression of his area that requires the prostheses around the nose. It's very gentle and non-invasive. We will fill that with plaster so that I have a plaster version of Ron to work on while he's not here. We will make a prototype of the prostheses out of wax, and that's done in collaboration with Ron, so he was able to tell me whether he was happy with the shape or if it felt like something needed changing. And then once we had confirmed that that was the prototype that he was happy with, I would then make a plaster mould, which is filled with silicone, painted in layers into the prostheses, which has been matched to his skin. When that's been cured and cooked in an oven, we pull it out and we see him for the final consultation, which is to do extrinsic coloration. So that's where we do the final layers of colour to really bring it exactly into his skin tones and add freckles and veins and the other irregularities that we see. That colour's sealed onto the prostheses, and then we have our final consultation, which is to go through the process of gluing on a prosthesis, which is something very new to Ron, and I think he did really well at it given it was his first time.
Having a prosthetic nose is just like being back to normal. I know when I was first getting there and Sophie said no one will be able to pick it, and you're still a little bit in the back of your head, well, what's it really going to be like? But it is, you can walk down the street. The only one that people that know are the people that know you had your nose removed.
Sadly, we're really limited with access to facial prosthetic services, and this is mainly because of the lack of funding for these type of services and facilities within Australia. There might be one per state that is available for people to access. So a person that's undergone treatment for head and neck cancer that may require a facial prosthesis, the best thing that they can do to access the services is to get a referral from their surgeon or GP, sent to the prosthetist, and then arrange and liaise with them to create an appointment and do an assessment on what their best prostheses may be.
Feels absolutely great. It's tremendous. I did mention that word normal, but I'm there, so yeah, it's great.